In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to set up keyframes for your animation. In this case, I'm going to be having the same character that I've been working with, which is Freddy, and I'm going to be just positioning him in a way that I would be able to just create some keyframing. This is going to work exactly the same way that the previous videos talked about how to set up your individual pieces. The skeleton here that I'm providing already contains a lot of different joints that you may want to play with if you need to, or if you want to make something a little bit more complicated than what I'm showing. But basically, in reality, the only thing that I'm going to be doing here is going to be creating animations without any special character rig on these. I'm just going to be doing everything by hand, and probably it's not really the best idea, but you know, it's part of the process of learning. So I'm going to be setting up these joints in such a way that I can see my character in a relaxed pose. Couple of poses, probably something like this. Like that. And then just positioning him in a general, you know, sort of relaxed pose. I can work with the fingers as well, but this is a super quick example on how to set up these. Now, ideally, whenever I select one of these joints, I should be creating a keyframe for this particular part, but I have create AutoKeyframes disabled. That is because I want to be showing you how to make all of these keyframes by hand. At this point, if I hit play in my animation, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to get played because there is nothing to transform in between. So at this point, what I need to do is go back to my origin and select with holding shift all the way down here to toe, then just press S on my keyboard. That is going to be creating an individual keyframe for all of these guys. I wanted to show you these as is, because now if I go, let's say, to frame 30 and raise my hand, something like that, if I don't set a keyframe, as soon as I hit play, that is just going to disappear. So that's something that happens a lot if you don't have auto keyframes enabled. Now in this case, I'm going to be lifting this one up, and I'm going to also select the shoulder plate, which is this one, because as soon as I move this up, then these things should be moving up as well. So at that point, I will only have the shoulder plate selected, and I'm gonna hit S. As you can imagine, this happens for every single joint individually. And as if you saw that, I didn't really click on the S key in order to set a keyframe for the arm. So as soon as I hit play, what's going to happen is I'm going to have the animation of just the shoulder plate, but not really for the arm, which is going to be really, really bad. I'm going to be moving this one up now, and I'm going to be selecting or pressing S so I can create a keyframe. So now my arm is going to be moving up, and it's going to stay there until I'm done with the arm, which is a really nice thing to have. But let's take a look at a different option here. And that option is going to be the auto keyframe. So that is that little icon that I have down here. When it's in red, that means that it's recording. So if I go back here to my frame 0, and you will notice that on my elbow, I don't have anything selected other than 0. In 0, I have all of my frames. But if I go down here, and now I do a slight change in my elbow, like just positioning here, that is going to create an automatic keyframe. So now my character is going to be doing this when it moves. If I wanted to, I can set one at, let's say, I can set up this one in here as well. I can probably just press S to create my keyframe, and in this case I want to repeat this, so it's going to be bending the arm backwards afterwards. So I'm going to be selecting that, and there you go. So getting that position. The thing here is that I need to be sure that I am moving a little bit or pressing S, otherwise I will not create a new keyframe. And that is something that at some point is going to be, I'm forgetful about things, so probably it's going to happen to you as well. In some cases I can say something like, you know what, I want to interpolate between this point and 60, so the animation is really going to be coming from the previous one, and I'm just going to let it go. But I totally forgot that I had this frame already created. So when I have this, it is going to move there, and then it's just going to do that movement way more quickly. because it's moving backwards. I will need to do is right click on this thing and say delete this keyframe, and that is going to happen for that one. But we have way too many joints to remember if I added or remove a keyframe previously. So when I select all of them, it's going to show me the keyframes for all of the joints, even though let's say ear doesn't have anything other than 0. When I have everything selected, it's going to be showing me the rest of them. So it's a matter of remembering what you have selected and what not. What did you do? Did you modify the object or not? And then having this one enable or key automatically. I usually prefer to key myself without the auto keyframe, although it's slower process to do that. In this case, if I don't have that auto key over here and I did that movement and I hit play, boom, I lost all of my progress. So it's entirely up to you what you want to work with keys individually, just pressing S, or with this auto key. The other way to access these keys would go in channel layer box and say channels key all keyable, and that is going to be keying everything that is keyable down here, which is basically the same thing as pressing S on your keyboard. So that is going to be it for this lesson. The next one I'm going to be showing you how to set up a basic reference in the background so we can start doing a walk cycle animation. That is going to be it for now. Thank you for watching.